video games.
How to play ScrapBots, the junkyard robot deck building game, in a few minutes. Players both start with the same 8-card starting deck. You'll shuffle these up, draw 4, and then players also start with 2 scrap each. You'll then go decide who will start the game, roll off or whatever, and then you'll go straight into the build phase. The build phase consists of building robots and attaching gadgets. Now, up to 4 bots can be on your side of the field at any time, with 1 gadget that is attached to each bot that's out there. So let's say that I play a servoid, a fortress, and another servoid. I've got 1 gadget I can equip. I'll equip it to a servoid. All right. And then there's also a market of ScrapBot cards and a market of gadget cards. You can also replace lower ranked bots with higher ranked bots as long as they're face up. That's something you can also do. And then there's red, green, purple, yellow, and blue bots and gadgets. You can often get a benefit in this line right here if you have a blue gadget that's attached to a blue bot, things like that. And then higher ranked bots can also replace your lower ranked bots. Lower costed bots. So be aware of that. And then once you're done with the build phase, you'll go right into the main phase where you activate anything with an ability. You can convert, i.e. discard 1 card from hand to gain 1 energy during the main phase. And you can also use energy to power bot attacks. So let's say that I had 2 energy right now. I could spend 2 energy to deal 1 damage with this servoid, 1 point of damage. Spend that 2, deal 1 point of damage. And then you also always look for triggers when you do attacks. So trigger when this attacks, gain 2 scrap, gain 2 scrap. And then if there was no blocking bot, I would deal a malfunction. But if there was a blocking bot, then say that they would take that amount of damage. Whenever they take equal to or greater than their shield value, you flip it. That breaks it. And also any gadget that's equipped to it. And then you'll go, once everybody's done, once the current player's done with their main phase, then they'll go to the recycle phase where you discard hand, and then you'll gain 1 scrap for each card discarded, none in this case. And then you'll discard broken cards in your lanes and gain 1 scrap for each card discarded. Right now that'll be 2, gain 2 scrap. Discard those. And then you're done with the recycle phase, then you'll go to the market phase where you spend scrap to buy market cards directly to your hand. Right now I've got 4. I can buy a 4 cost card. Let's say I'll get Rejuvenate, cost 3. Goes right to my hand. When you buy a card from the market, it goes right to your hand. You instantly refill the market. And then you'll go to the 5th phase, which is the draw up to 4 in hand size phase. So draw back up to 4. I just bought 1, so I'll draw 3. Now I've got 4 in hand. And the way to win the game is by having the least malfunction cards. Malfunction cards come from dealing direct damage to the opponent, i.e. they've got no blocking bot in the opposing lane. They'll take 1 malfunction card for each point of damage that they receive. They're all the same. And then kind of the good thing about malfunction cards is that when you draw into 1, you'll actually draw 2 cards. So it's kind of a benefit for drawing malfunction cards. And then, but that's only the first time you draw into 1. If you draw back into some malfunctions that same turn, then you must keep them. But there are further positives of malfunction cards. They'll give you energy by discarding them, i.e. converting them. And you also get scrap for discarding them. So you'll do this back and forth, rinse and repeat till the malfunction deck is empty. 21 card malfunction deck. Keep track of any extra damage that may be dealt. Just keep track of it. And a player with the fewest malfunction cards wins the game once the deck is depleted. If there's a tie, the player who dealt the least malfunction, the player with the least malfunctions wins. That's how you play ScrapBots. Check it out on Kickstarter now.